we're really thankful for Flex to be our premium partner for the Startup Zone. Flex is a global company, as you will hear, and they are helping companies, both startups and established businesses, to really quickly move from sketch to scale. And with that, I would like to announce to you the Vice President of Automotive Sales Europe, Markus Warrelmann, who will tell you a little bit more about Flex and why they're investing in this show. So, thank you.
Hello, everybody. Good morning to you. It's a pleasure for me to be here. It's a completely new setup for us as well. I would like to give you a little overview about the company Flex. So this is the first time where we officially present ourselves and sponsor this event under the name Flex. And what has changed will be part of this presentation. So this slide shows a few numbers about our company. So Flex is a company that has been in the market since about 30 years. We have a revenue of approximately 26 billion. We employ about 200,000 people. We have about 100 locations. We have 52 million square feet of manufacturing and service space. We are present in about 30 countries. We deal with about 14,000 global suppliers, and we have more than 1,000 customers. And we have a design capacity of about 2,500 engineers. Every time I explain this slide, I think this is quite significant. It's a huge footprint. It's a huge organization. It's a big platform that we offer to our customers in a new way. This slide summarizes the industries we are present in. All industries where we have a revenue larger than 1 billion are listed here, and what you can see is that from healthcare to automotive to industrial, home appliances, capital equipment, energy, smartphones, connected living, wearables, server storage, telecom, datacom, we are nearly everywhere with a significant amount of revenue, and we support our customers with manufacturing and design services. This gives us a worldwide insight into various industries, and what we learn from a specific industry we may apply to another industry. And I think this is one of the points where Flextronics really is unique in the overall market. I'm sure everybody in the audience knows about the intelligence of things. We see the intelligence of things as a major trend in our industry. In all the industries that I've just shown, we see that things get connected. And especially in automotive, and this is one of the reasons why we decided to be here, there are a lot of changes coming, and we want to support those. In our customer world and in our technology portfolio, we can offer wearables. We manufacture products for connected living, for digital health, for mobility, for smart agriculture, connected transportation, as well as smart energy. So in all these areas, we meet a lot of innovation. We meet a lot of new technology developed in a specific niche by a specific company for a specific customer, And what we are doing is we offer that technology to other industries. If you look at the data, the numbers again, following a McKinsey study, in these industries there's a huge business opportunity waiting for us. So in the consumer area, the prediction is that there's a business of 1 trillion business with connected devices. In healthcare, there's the assumption that chronic disease cost reduction of 10 to 20% offers a new market of about 2 trillion. In energy, there's a market potential of 500 billion, which represents 2.5 to 5% operating cost savings. And one of the major topics of this event, the IAA this year, and especially of the new mobility world, is a potential of 200 billion for vehicle damage cost reduction through connected drive. So we think this is a huge space, and what we as Flex want to do is we want to offer startup companies the opportunity to work with us, join our ecosystem, and participate in this global market. So our vision is that through a forum like this, we offer access to new and tested technology building blocks. That means if in a specific industry somebody has a new technology that may apply to another industry, through us, the new company, the new technology can get into that industry. So in a very early stage, we can provide access to this world. We also have a lot of development partners, technology companies that work closely with us, that we can involve to accelerate time to market. Because we are a company with a lot of experience in providing industrialization support and the right quality strategy, we can also support a lot of startup companies with improved product reliability, because we have the systems and the processes to make things work. So, to go a little bit into more detail, the vision we have, or the offer that we make to the market, is the following. We can support innovation from sketch to scale. That means, from sketch, there is a new idea, there's a new technology, there's a new disrupting technology, there's a new market, there's a new patent maybe. We can help cultivating that idea within our platform. An idea needs to be developed to become true. If you want to develop a product in an efficient way, in a fast way, in a reliable way, so that you have a time to market at a predicted time and you don't miss the market point, you need a partner that is experienced in that, and we do this since about 30 years. The next shows identify. What we mean with that is there are potentially other applications of a new idea that the company that created that idea is not aware of. So maybe a new technology in the medical environment may be applicable also for cars. And we have a global organization, as you saw before. We are working in all those industries. So what we can do is we can connect that idea into a new industry through our business development channels. And last but not least, and this is the point where I think this one is the most important, how to make money with it, we can help to commercialize it. So we have a global organization that can support all the logistics aspects, the field returns aspects, everything that's required to bring the product into the market, and this everywhere in the world. In Asia, in the US, in South America, in Europe, in Eastern Europe, in India, and Brazil, everywhere in the world. So this goes one level deeper. The first block. In our environment, we offer our customers a full platform. We have the possibility to support with investments. We have the possibility to offer our supply base. As I said before, we have 14,000 suppliers worldwide. We see a lot of technology coming in from there that may be applicable for a new innovation. We have a network because we also act as a direct supplier to the OEMs. So this may be interesting to get some voice of the customer. We offer our 2,500 design engineers and our 200,000 manufacturing people. We have centers of excellence worldwide, very experienced in certain technologies. We also work together with research institutes, and what I would like to highlight especially is Flex Lab 9. Lab 9 is an organization within Flextronics located in different places in the world. The biggest is in California, in the middle of the Silicon Valley, where we offer startup companies our full environment, and I have more data on another slide later on. So our collective innovation ecosystem already is connected to a lot of companies, new companies, established companies, small companies, large companies, all kinds of companies. What they all have in common is they focus very much on innovation. So on this slide, in all the relevant industries, wearables, connected living, healthcare, smart energy, transportation, automation, and also cloud technology, we are happy to announce that we have a huge network of partners that we can offer to any new member, because we have the overview of what all these guys are doing. The next block is develop. In that area, we have, through our network and also through our own capabilities, we can offer a lot of technology blocks that help develop a product in a very efficient way and hit the time to market point. That means not everything has to develop from scratch. The wheel doesn't have to be reinvented again and again. There's a lot of existing technology that we can offer to our customers to make a development as short and as efficient as possible. To give you an example, from the consumer area, for example, this is a wearable. We have a full set of existing technology, wireless connectivity, human-machine interface, and other flexible circuits within our organization that helped such products to come to market very fast. Another example from the medical industry, where again we use the components, the existing technology from our partner network to bring such a product to market very quickly, and the same for automotive, but I have another more detailed example later on. And here it is. As you heard in the introduction, I'm responsible for the automotive industry, for business development in Europe. And we have a lot of interesting programs going on with our customers, where we already use our global footprint, the network that we have, the connection to our startup partners to support such a technology. And these are our technology partners. In many areas, you see companies that are supporting an innovation. Let me just pick one example. This company is doing thin film isolation of electronics to protect them from water. It's a complete new technology. It's not an innovation per se for a product, but very relevant for our processes. Another example I would like to pick is Aito. Over there in the corner, you see some applications that we have created. Very interesting, very small size switch technology based on piezo. Sierra Wireless, to pick another example, is a company that we work with since many, many years, very successfully globally. It's a very mature relationship that we have. Sierra Wireless is focusing on wireless connectivity modules. So all those names, all those companies have a specific technology that we offer to support innovation worldwide. The next block is identify. As I said before, if there is a new technology, let me pick Sierra Wireless for a second. Sierra Wireless has a new connectivity module, and we think it's cheaper, smaller, lightweighter, and has more performance. What we would typically do is we offer our partner that we take this technology into different industries. So the design costs appear only once, which is very efficient from the economic point of view. From the time to market point of view, it's also ultra fast because there is no additional design time. And through our centers of excellence, for example, in automotive, we would understand how to modify the product in a way that it applies for a specific industry. To give you an example, I hope you can all see this. Um, this is a picture of a microdosing medical technology that has been designed in our medical department, in our design centers. It has a certain precision, it has a certain performance, it has a certain specifications. And then another customer that we can't mention here came to us and says, hey, I want a new beverage system. And in the specification, to create a certain taste, a certain flavor to the beverage, they asked us to have a certain dosing technology. So through the successful networking in our organization, we found in our medical department that we already have exactly the dosing system that is required for that machine. So it moved from medical into industrial in a very efficient and precise way. The next block is how to commercialize a product. With our global organization, our design teams, our manufacturing sites, we can support the commercialization by supporting prototyping anywhere in the world. We have prototype centers everywhere in the world, rapid prototyping for mechanical parts, electronic parts, plastic parts, everything that's required. We also help through our processes with the new product introduction, so that product validation, for example, can be executed. Even here in Germany, we have a full-size validation center. We also help our customers in terms of certification. There are various certifications that have to be followed. We are obviously an expert in manufacturing. That is our core business. We are a manufacturing company. We can support, we have a dedicated logistics organization that has, again, about 2 billion of revenue to support distribution worldwide, also take it back from the market, and we can also consult our customers with anything around tax, trade, or other legal issues. So this typically for young companies like in this area is something where you need a huge organization, you need a platform, you need experienced people. We have all that, and we offer this to our market. So here you have an example actually for automotive, how we use that. We have a company that we work with a very interesting technology for rear view cameras. So we took that idea, we industrialized it, we built prototypes, and now we can offer our customers a complete solution for rear view cameras, including gesture control. Another example, more from the consumer area. Some of you may know the product, Chromecast. So the customer came to us, we did the prototyping within 4 weeks in our labs in California. We did all the product introduction, the industrialization, the prototyping, the testing, the simulation, and in the meantime, within 2 years, we have manufactured about 15 million, and our customer has sold 15 million of that product. So as I said before, we are supporting our customers on a global basis. We have design and engineering centers in nearly every high-cost country, and we have a huge manufacturing footprint in low-cost countries to make sure we achieve the best possible prices for the products. So again, innovation services are the key point of this presentation, how we can offer a global footprint, a global platform, all kinds of technology, a partner network, market access, and all that stuff to accelerate innovation, especially also here in automotive. What you see on this slide is our Silicon Valley campus, just to give you an image on how this looks like. This have been manufacturing buildings a while ago. Flex has changed them into this innovation center. Every building has a specific function. We have an NPI area. Here we would do the prototyping. We have a confidential center, so for all customers that would not like to publish their ideas too early, we can offer a confidential area. We have the innovation labs and our design center, the Flex Lab 9 startup accelerator, business scaling resources, global services would support the whole campus. We have engineering and robotic labs, so we offer all our engineering tools and stuff. Failure analysis, also very important for new product introduction. We have a dedicated center for interconnectivity, system integration if we get into a higher level of product integration, and obviously manufacturing, as long as Silicon Valley is the right place and the volumes fit to our capacity. So all in all, we offer a huge ecosystem. We have about, right now, and this is a very fast growing number, we have about 30 collective innovation member companies. We already have about 330 design customers, about 1,000 design wins in the last, I think, 12 to 18 months, and about 1,500 customer projects supported by our innovation center. I think this speaks for itself. I think that a lot of young companies with good ideas that came to us decided to work with us because they found nearly everything that is required to bring an innovation into a real product. So for us, the new mobility world is the convergence of technologies. We think there is a huge potential if you connect the great ideas from different industries. There are obviously definitely specific requirements in certain industries, for example in the automotive industry, but because we already have about 2 billion of business as a tier one, as also as just a manufacturing or design partner, we understand the specific requirements automotive, and we can transport all the good ideas, all the innovations from wearables, from smart homes and other areas into the automotive industry and vice versa. So, I'm really glad to be here. It's a fantastic environment. Thank you also to Alex and his team to prepare it in the way that it is. I'm sure we are going to have very busy days. So all our customers, I think, will show up on Thursday, Friday. This is going to be really busy. Whenever you think you want to meet me, I can easily hide because everybody can see me everywhere. So if you need my support, if you need to talk to somebody from Flextronics, I can try to be available at any time. Now I have 2 minutes left for any question.
Yeah, thank you very much, Marcus. So what I find really interesting about Flex is I've been passionate about the Internet of Things, right? When you think about what is disrupting business models in the future, you know, I've been a part of the early wave of the MIT Auto ID Center when we thought that RFID would, you know, change the world and solve world hunger. But the thing is always, as we say as investors, right? Software-based innovation is easy today, right? You put something in the cloud, you can easily flex it. But when it comes to hardware, when it comes to making physical things intelligent and connected, that's when it's getting more challenging, right? And that's where you help.
Absolutely right. And I think there is also going to be a strong commercial pressure in the future, because I think the market is less and less willing to pay money for products. So I think only if you really have a certain size, if you have the right purchasing conditions, if you have the right purchasing volume and the right contracts in place with the supply base of the components where the biggest value sits, you are able to achieve those prices. And I think that's again another big advantage working with a large company like us to support.
And I was actually in the Silicon Valley Lab 9 Center. It's very impressive. all the facilities that you have, and
Yeah,
as a
it's cool.
startup that you try to actually build something physical, you can take care of a lot of issues, right? Helping, like for example, if you think about wireless charging, right? These things now, in some cases I've seen they're like the size of a fridge, right?
Yeah.
It works, but it won't work commercially if it's the size of a fridge, right? So
Absolutely.
you need somebody to help you really design it in a way so it's miniaturized, and then it can be manufactured over the life cycle of the product, right? Because oftentimes you start off with a small scale manufacturing, you don't know how big your market is going to be, right? And
That's true, yeah. Yeah, and I've been there many times too, and I think there's another phenomenon going on. Very often, if you start thinking about an idea and you want to industrialize it, you are restricted by stuff that you know. You know about a certain technology, and therefore sometimes people think, this idea is impossible, I can't do it. But if you go to the Silicon Valley, especially in our innovation hubs, you see stuff that you have never seen before, and suddenly stuff becomes available that and the restriction is gone. To give you an example, I'm in the electronic industry since more than 20 years, right? And to me, electronics has always been something flat and rigid. First time I went to the Silicon Valley, I saw stretchable electronics, which is kind of, opening a lot of new ideas.
And when you think about it, like, electronics is nothing new to the car, but it has been more focused on optimizing the inner workings of the car, right? But now we see more and more that in a connected world, wearable computing really is the thing that enables this connected customer experience, and you are like the world leader in manufacturing wearables. And as you highlighted, right, you can benefit from a lot of other industries where you have done this and helped customers like Google with Chrome and so on. And I think very interesting is also now that you can help companies, the startup companies, get access to the OEMs, right? Because if you come as a startup and say, okay, let's put this thing into a new car that will have a life cycle of 6 or 8 years, you can help people become more comfortable with that idea.
That's definitely true. We are in a good dialogue with the car makers since a while, and I think there's a lot of positive feedback. They understand that what we do is new to the market. The traditional way in the automotive industry would have been that somebody decides for R&D budget, and then a huge engineering department gets a plan, and then after 3 years there is a product, and then maybe somebody buys it. We think the world is moving faster now, and by being connected to such an interesting community, we have access to those new ideas much faster and in a much more flexible way. So I think that's pretty cool.
So everybody who's building hardware, I think it will be best maybe today and tomorrow to take advantage of getting some mentorship from some of the Flex people. Thursday, Friday, I'm sure everybody will be trying to deal with the customer traffic. So
I'll be very busy,
Thanks very much,
Thank
Marcus,
you for the opportunity. Thank you very much for listening.
Talk,
Thank you very much.